So this week's video is a continuation of last week, so if you haven't seen that, you should definitely go give it a watch, because that describes the entire routine that I tried to do this week. Okay, I gotta be honest with you guys, this challenge did not go how I planned. So in this challenge, I designed what I thought was the perfect morning and night routine. And then work happened. And honestly, that tells me more than a perfectly filmed week ever could, because this is literally how a person that's working a full-time job is reacting to the schedule. So I wanted this to be genuine to you guys. I didn't want to lie about what actually occurred, because if this schedule is something that you guys want to try, this is how you know if it's actually for you, how difficult it is, and the adjustment that I had to make, at least, to try to make this work. So the start of the challenge was actually really good. I woke up on Monday, I felt motivated. I did end up sleeping a little bit late Sunday night, so that impacted me a little bit. I think I woke up 10 minutes late on Monday. I take breakfast really seriously. Like, if I don't have a solid breakfast in the morning, it will set off the rest of my day. So I need my breakfast to be healthy. I need it to maintain me for a couple hours. And now I'm post shower, which means that I can get this, my beautiful phone. You guys might not know about this, but I'm about to put you on to the breakfast of kings. See, now we got bagel 1 and bagel 2 perfectly toasted. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the grocery store, you're gonna buy yourself this. This is the greatest cream cheese to ever exist. If you don't believe me, go buy it for yourself. I will buy literally one of these a week. And not least, of course, we have our quarter gallon of water. And bang, breakfast for king. One thing that I might try tomorrow is actually drinking half of this in the morning and then half of this now. Just because I'm realizing that's a lot of water to drink at once. So maybe we'll try that tomorrow. But just like that, 3, 2, 1. So here you can already see where I'm struggling in this challenge. So it's 8:40 and I made my dinner. I finished it before 9 o'clock, which is cool. But that only gave me 2 hours before I went to bed, which still worked. So I set my thermostat, I journaled for the night, and I went into the second day. And I can't lie, this is where the challenge got really hard. Like, you guys see that I'm only showing you dinner clips here. I got up a little bit later. The fatigue of the challenge was really starting to set in. Here on Wednesday, I didn't even have a chance to make breakfast in the morning, so I had to grab a sandwich at work. Thursday hit and I felt a lot more motivated. So I made my breakfast, I did my stretches in the morning.
I can't lie, I didn't feel like making food, so instead we got the Indian.
So to end this video, after all of that, here are some things that I actually took away. A routine isn't tested when life is calm, it's tested when life gets busy. I thought this was going to be a very easy challenge and I could just switch my entire routine, not taking into account how much work I actually had. And my current schedule was already a mess. If a routine only works when you have perfect sleep, no stress, no work, then I don't believe it's actually sustainable. Mornings were definitely easier than nights. My night routine was just a mess. I would come home at different times from work, not knowing when I could hit the gym, not knowing when I could eat, and trying to eat my food 3 hours before I go to bed every single day. It was really, really difficult, especially given that I was trying to go to sleep by 11 o'clock, meaning that I would have to eat my dinner at 8 p.m. I walk back home from work, and it is kind of close. It's like a 10 to 12 minute walk. But that being said, I also don't know when I get out of work. I'm out of work when my work is done, and that changes on a day-to-day basis. So sometimes I'll get back from work at 5:30. Sometimes I'll get back from work at 6. So I can't consistently make a time to go to the gym. And all my workouts are different, so my gym workouts are gonna end at different times too. And that impacts the time that I eat dinner, and that impacts the time that I make dinner. So on and so forth. So nothing was ever concrete for my night routine. Whereas for the morning, that's how I start every day. I can get up at a certain time, I can make food at a certain time, and I can leave my house at a certain time. So I had a lot more control over that. One thing that I will take away from this that actually was a big benefit that I learned is to at least try and eat food and digest everything before I go to bed. Because on Wednesday, I had the incident where I woke up in the middle of the night and I couldn't fall back asleep because my food was trying to digest the second that I woke up, and I slept with the food in my stomach. So exactly what I was talking about in the first video actually happened. So I'm going to at least try to eat food an hour or 2 before going to bed. I think 3 hours is a little bit extreme for me, but an hour or 2 before bed I think is reasonable. And the third thing was, I wouldn't call this challenge a complete fail, because I do like having a routine. I just think that certain aspects of this perfect morning routine aren't suitable for people that work a full-time job and are trying to do other things like go to the gym, keep hobbies, maintain a social life, because it will take up every single hour of your day. You won't have time for games, you won't have time to hang out with your friends, especially trying to do a YouTube channel and gym and all of this stuff at the same time. It's difficult. That being said, I will take the things that I liked from this challenge and implement those into my morning and night routine. So this wasn't perfect, but it was real. I hope you guys still enjoyed it. Honestly, I feel like that's more useful than faking whatever happened to you guys. Like I said, I want to be honest, I want to be truthful, I don't want to lie to you guys. If you guys want, maybe sometime in the future, I can try to rerun this experiment after a few months when I take those aspects that I like from this challenge and implement those into an actual schedule, and then I can make a new video based on the improved schedule 2.0. So let me know if you guys would be interested in that. Drop a comment if you'd be interested in that. Drop a comment if you want to see any other content. Like, subscribe, share. We've actually gone through a month basically of posting content, which is pretty cool. So I love you guys. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate all the likes. Keep dreaming, keep reaching, keep grinding, and never stop. I'll see you guys in the next video.